It's been a long time. I'm back. I have something to say, and that is tune out, turn off, drop in, and drop my box of tissues while I'm at it. That's right. Tune out, turn off, drop in. What do I mean by this? Well, Timothy Leary said, tune in, turn on, drop out. If I got my prepositions right, I believe I said tune out, turn off, drop in. What do I mean by this? Well, other than being a cute play on the late Dr. Leary's words, what I mean is this. Recently, I deleted my Facebook account and my Twitter accounts, and I feel, well, before that, perhaps a year or more than a year before that, not coincidentally, soon after the inauguration of the current American president, I tuned out of mainstream media, but I stayed tuned into social media. So I tuned out first. I stopped paying attention to mainstream media, all of it. Wouldn't read any of it. And I have since, well, just yesterday and the day before, thereabouts, today and yesterday, something like that. Anyway, I lose track of time. I've turned off. I tuned out, now I've turned off. And the last part is to drop in. Well, those of you who've followed me for a while know that I'm kind of into this mindfulness thing, and I'm still into it. 2013, I started this channel, and you've enjoyed or not enjoyed these point and click productions videos, and my enthusiasm for mindfulness has not diminished over the past 5 years since I started this channel, nor has it diminished over the past decade or so that I've run Portland Mindfulness Therapy, nor has it diminished for the prior decade before that, during which I was practicing intermittently mindfulness meditation and still am. So why, though? Why tune out? Well, first of all, if you're watching this, I'm going to make an educated but perhaps presumptuous guess that you are not a huge fan of our current president in the United States. If you are, no offense intended, couldn't possibly disagree more with you. However, not here to really talk much about that. What I am here to talk about is talking to the people who are upset about the behavior of the current U.S. president for one reason or another, and there are so many, and are not thrilled with the media in general and the way that they've played a role in what seems to be the degradation of political dialogue and kind of all dialogue in the United States, such as it may be. It's always dangerous to talk about degradation of anything, because truth is things have always been pretty crappy in many ways. But I think it's fair to say, I feel like 10 years ago, I'm 48 now, 10 years ago I was 38, and let's say going even a little further back to right before Gore versus Bush Jr. election, I feel like the level of dialogue was okay. Not great, but it was okay. And crazy stuff was kind of relegated to radio waves and stuff like that. But mostly it was a sane political dialogue between left and right, mostly. And now, forget it. So where everyone else is being, excuse me, I got a cold. I'm going to go off camera. Sorry about that. Where everyone else is being crazy, I shouldn't say everyone, that's an overgeneralization, but where enormous numbers of people are being crazy, one way or the other, either by running around like chickens with our heads cut off, screaming, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Everybody do this or that." And arguably, I'm adding to that by saying, tune out. I hope that this exhortation is a little different in that I think we need to be in our bodies. We have bodies. Mine getting balder and balder, but it's nice to be in the body. If you tune out from the media, turn off your bloody cell phones and computers. Yeah, you're watching this. Okay, let this be the last thing you watch. Don't watch me again. Just turn this stuff off, at least for some time. Maybe a long time. And turn it back on much, much, much less often, as I am trying to do. And drop into this wonderful body that we have, where we can see through our eyes. Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff here. There's objects in the world, and then there's people. Well, we're not exactly objects. Our bodies are objects. But when we treat each other like objects, things don't go so well. I can treat this like an object because it's an object. No one's going to accuse me, I don't think, of office supply abuse if I get rough with it. But one of the ways to subjectivize, if you will, to go back from objectifying and objectification of one another and ourselves, with all that implies, is to tune out, turn off, and drop in. If you want to know how to drop in, there's lots and lots of ways to learn to meditate, to learn to be in your body, to learn to be mindful. This video isn't about them. Live long and prosper.